Hi, everyone, and welcome to Whether or Not, sponsored by TD Bank. I'm WABC Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg. A special episode today. It's definitely the not side of Whether or Not. But I got a great opportunity thanks to my buddy Ryan Field. He had the day off, and there was an opportunity to interview the great Roger Clemens. Rocket, hi, 16 handicap.
Yeah, 16 handicap. We could be dangerous in a member guest.
I would love that. I would love that. So tell me, your love of golf, well documented. You always talked about how you played in between starts when you were pitching, and now you get to play in this United Celebrity Classic with 78 PGA champs. What's it like getting on the tee box with these pros?
Yeah, it's fun for me. Again, I think it's I enjoy playing in the Champions Tour. I love playing with the PGA guys, the new current PGA guys, but the Champions Tour, a lot of familiar faces over the years. Back in the 80s and 90s when I played at the Bob Hope, the AT&T, and out in Kapalua with these guys. Played with them a lot, so I get to see their faces. I'll see them, I think, next week at the Insperity down in my hometown, Houston. And yeah, just love to get out and watch them swing. That's how I kind of learned how to play golf, is from Billy Andrade. Billy took me out to AT&T when I was about a 15 handicap or so, and really worked with me to get me to fall in love with the game. Now my whole family loves it. My boys play, they're very good golfers. The wife plays, she's really good. She's got 10 club championships, I've got 0, and she lets me know about it. She puts all my Cy Youngs in the attic and all of her crystal out around the house. So she loves the game of golf too. It's just a fun game.
Can you get into that competitive mode that you had on the mound in some scenarios on the golf course?
Yeah, good question. These events, when you have to putt out and there's a finality, if you will, to our scores, you're just not out there hitting and giggling. Your guys get serious. And as this tournament goes on, come Saturday, Sunday, guys will really start bearing down, and their competitive juices will be flying. Guys that are current guys or retired guys from their sport, they'll start bearing down.
Roger, you get a little bonus because you're being interviewed by a meteorologist. A forecast for your next round: rain coming into Texas, so greens are going to play slower and you need your rain gear. So I hope that helps. It's always great to see our heroes back in the arena. We get to watch you here in golf, but we're not done watching you on the mound. I wanted you to speak to your recent appearance in an exhibition baseball game for the Savannah Bananas.
I was supposed to just throw out the first pitch. Let's start with that. Then it became, you're going to throw in the game. And once I did that, I had the ice for 3 straight days. Everything on my body hurt. They thought I was Satchel Paige. I think Satchel Paige pitched when he was 61 years old in a big league game. But yeah, it was fun. I really did it for my grandboys. I'm Poppy Rocket. I have 7-year-old twin grandboys. And I told them, if Poppy goes out and pitches, when I come off the field, you got to do the gritty with me, whatever that dance was. They were trying to show me what that dance was. And but they did it, and we had a blast, but I was sore for the next couple days.
I don't know if you mind sharing, but what can Poppy Rocket hit on the gun now?
I think I could probably get about 80 miles an hour, probably.
Very impressive. Wanted to pivot to the Yankees now. One of the best records in baseball. Loaded lineup, but pitching taking a hit with their ace Garrett Cole going down, and a rash of injuries with pitching through the league. Wanted to get your take on it, whether it's due to maybe the pitch clock changes or their preparation.
Well, yeah, you are. I mean, it's something to think about how guys are going about their throwing routine, their workout routine in between starts. Everybody wants high spin, high velocity. I was a power pitcher. I didn't throw, I pitched, and it was it's a big difference in our game. So I try and encourage the guys to do your cuff weights, do your small muscle work with your elbow, with the ligaments that you have in your elbow, and put your headset on and go run. Go run a couple miles after each start to try and flush your body out the best you can. But I always believed in your core work, what you needed for a pitcher. When you're driving that ball to home plate, you need your core. My cuff weights, my 3 to 5 pound cuff weights were the ticket. Playing long toss in between starts was the ticket. And of course, like I said, I think just paying attention to detail on what you're doing, getting out there and running a little bit, doing some distance running. Don't go inside and get on a bicycle for 8 minutes. Get out there and get some road work in.
I think about your pitching over the years, and if Roger Clemens was going to have a put-away pitch, you were going to blow someone away. But maybe it's more of a combination of the velocity and the location.
Yeah, I mean, I had the power to go with it. I was a power pitcher. I mean, the ultimate power pitcher was Tom Seaver. I got to watch Tom Seaver. He was a teammate of mine for a few months, and it was fun watching him. He didn't throw, he pitched, and he would sit at about 92 miles an hour, and then when he needed a big strikeout or a big out, he'd rush one in there about 96 on the corner, but he knew where the ball was going. And so it's big. Same with me. I pretty much had an idea what I was doing. Tried to make a 17-inch plate, a 24-inch plate by pitching inside and pitching away, making guys feel uncomfortable pitching in there, and then go back in there for a strike. So there's like I said, everybody knows that there's an art to pitching.
Was hoping to get your take on John Sterling, calling it a career. So many great and unique and entertaining calls and made Yankee baseball even more special. What do you have to say about John Sterling?
Well, he's seen some great ones. We talk about it all the time. Love new Yankee Stadium. It's beautiful, so on and so forth. But there's nothing like old Yankee Stadium. What a privilege it was to be able to pitch in old Yankee Stadium and have John Sterling there calling the games. Some memorable moments. We came back from a lot of games, from playing from behind to win games there, and he had some wonderful calls during those games, so we're going to miss him.
Well, it's funny that you talked about the allure of Yankee Stadium. Let's talk about another beloved ballpark, Fenway Park. The reason why I happen to be with you today and pinch hitting for our main sportscaster is because I grew up in Canton, Massachusetts. I was 13 years old on April 29th, 1986, when you struck out those 20 batters. And I was, of course, a fan of baseball as a kid, but I became a diehard after that performance, and I am very thankful for it.
A major league record set tonight. Roger Clemens, 4-0, 20 strikeouts over Seattle, breaking the record held by Seaver and Carlton.
Fast forward to 2000, when my daughter Emily was born, and you're having this epic battle with Pedro, and my wife is going into contractions in the delivery room, and I'm saying, Jess, can you just hold off? This game is incredible. So I'm a crazy baseball fan and have great memories of you back in '86. I'm wondering, does '86 feel like a million years ago? Can you still remember that season vividly?
As soon as you put on the jersey and mentioned it, it all comes back to me. I mean, it was a huge stepping stone for my career. I came out of the gate extremely fast, 4-0 against the Mariners, and went on to win, I think, my first 14. Great stepping stone to show my teammates that I was healthy and ready to go, and got to the World Series, didn't win it. I mean, it was an emotional. I was in 6 World Series. That was one of the most emotional ones, and of course 2001, 9/11 stuff that went on. But hey, Fenway Park's a cathedral. I got to pitch in 2 of the most historic parks that are out there. Even I obviously got to pitch a few times in Wrigley, but nothing like Fenway Park or Old Yankee Stadium. When you can stand out there and you know that Ted Williams and Carl Yaz and even the Babe stood kind of right where you stood in the same dirt, it's pretty cool stuff.
Well said. Now, I came to New York in '96. It was rough times for a Red Sox fan. Meanwhile, you're winning championships with the Yankees. Finally, the curse is broken in '04 and better times. But that '86 championship would have been coveted for the Red Sox back then. So I propose a trade to you. Would you go back and give up one of your Yankee World Series rings if I could give you a winning World Series ring for the Red Sox in 1986?
Well, we got a second place ring. It's not a first place ring, but I don't know that I would trade any of my World Series rings. I tie those to good teams. I tell people it's like the 7 Cy Youngs. The Cy Youngs that are hanging on the wall that are tied to playoff wins are the most special. There's a couple up there that I won the award, went home and watched the playoffs on TV. It's not a lot of fun getting an individual award and then not making the playoffs. So again, what a thrill for me to be able to play in not only for the Red Sox but for the Yankees and play in those beautiful stadiums.
Well, no doubt about it. Roger Clemens, thanks so much for being so generous with your time. My '86 AL East Division champ banner will go back in my sports room. Your name right here. And I'll always be a fan of yours. Thanks so much for joining us. Take care. Hit them straight tomorrow. And again, remember, bring the rain gear and the Greens are going to play slow.
Yep, we're going to need some rain gear. I appreciate it.
So you take care.